One question might come in your mind that what is the process of connecting these component parts together without occupying much space, result of which is a closely and compactly unite which constitute a motherboard. We will start with understanding the basic term known as soldering. There are three forms of soldering known as soft soldering, silver soldering and brazing. Soldering is used in plumbing, electronics and metal work from flashing to jewelry. Electronic soldering connects electrical rings and electronic component to printed circuit boards. What is soldering? Soldering is a process in which two or more metal items are joined together by melting and flowing a filler metal into the joint. The filler metal having a lower melting point than the adjoining metal. Soldering differs from welding in that soldering does not involve melting the workpieces. Soldering fillers material are available in many different alloy for different applications. Currently mass production printed circuit board are mostly wave soldered or reflow soldered. Through hand soldering for production electronics is also still standard practice. Since different components can be best assembled by different techniques, it is common to use two or more processes for a given PCB. Now what is solder? Common solder formulation is based on tin and lead. An alloy of tin and lead called solder, which is normally used to metallurgically bind a component leg to the copper track of a circuit. Due to environmental concern and its potential toxic nature, solder do not contain lead. Lead is poisonous under circumstances. Impurities usually under the solder reservoir by dissolving the metal present in the assemblies being soldered. Lead-free solders require a higher melting point as they have increased tin content. Thus we use equipment which capable of operating at higher temperature. After understanding the term soldering, now let's get familiar with the term desoldering. What is desoldering? Desoldering is the removal of solder and components from a circuit board of troubleshooting, repair, replacement and retrieve. Used solder contains some of the dissolved base metals and is unsuitable for reuse in making new joints. Once the solder capacity for the base metal has been achieved, it will no longer properly bond with the base metal, usually resulting in a brittle cold solder joint with a crystalline appearance. Before moving further, let's have a look on the topic which you are going to study. You will come to know about the tools and instruments used during soldering and desoldering of SMD components with their procedures. After that, you will study removing and inserting of connector or socket and followed by chip practice by using soldering iron.
Next step is to get familiar with tools that are used in soldering and desoldering procedure. A soldering iron is a hand tool used in soldering. It supplies heat to melt the solder so that it can flow into the joint between two workpieces. A soldering iron is composed of a heated metal tip and an insulated handle. Another tool is a PCB on which components are attached and soldering is performed. A method of producing electronic circuits in which the components are mounted or placed directly onto the surface of printed circuit boards. An electronic device so made is called SMD, that is surface mount device. Desoldering braid is also known as solder wick, is finely braided 18 to 42 copper wire coated with rosin flux. Tweezers, wire, anti-static cloth and wire are some required metal during process.
SMD are surface mount or components which are mounted or placed directly onto the surface of PCB. Now how these components are soldered. Here you can see the procedure involved in soldering process. Let us begin with making and preparing the PCB. For this, you need to match pad size of the PCB lines up with the pins on the SMD and should be free from any contaminants. Now turn on the solder iron and set a temperature of it between 600 to 700 degree. You can see the image. You have to remember your safety first while using soldering iron. Now to position the component, use tweezers to align the pins, the components with the pads on the circuit board. Before mounting and placing, always observe or notice pin 1 clearly. After this, keep one hand still holding the components in place with the tweezers, then pick any corner pin on the component. After this, touch and hold the soldering iron to the pad that will be associated with that pin. This results in the solder which have transferred from the pad on the circuit to the both component pin. The purpose of flux is to facilitate the soldering process. One of the obstacles to a successful solder joint is an impurity at the site of the joint, for example dirt, oil or oxidation. There are two purposes for flux in soldering. One is to prevent beading of the solder and help the solder flow from the soldering iron to the circuit board. Another flux will be used on this board to limit the amount of bridged connection made and generally make the job easier. The impurities can be removed by mechanically cleaning or by chemical means, but that elevated temperature required to melt the filler metal encourages the workpiece to reoxidize. Now spread the flux over the pin on the opposite side of the component that was tacked down in the previous step. Next step is to perform soldering using soldering iron. Soldering iron is then used to heat up the pad. Make sure pin on the component should not get heated. Let position the solder between the pad and the pin. This will melt the solder and the flux will cause it flow where it need to. Now heat up the desoldering wick to fix tack. A solder bridge might look something like in the picture which has developed after performing this operation. If you want to remove solder, use a desoldering wick and place it over the solder and lightly press on the wick as to ensure the heat is transferred through to the solder. Now that solder has been removed, and repeat step 5 for this side of the board. If some more bridges are there, use same method to remove them. Now cleaning function is performed with rubbing alcohol. For this, use anti-static cloth and pour a small amount of rubbing alcohol onto it and clean gently.